What's up, YouTube? In today's video, I'm going to show you how to change the laser in your PlayStation 2 Fat. There's actually quite a bit to it. There's so many different types of models, you have to know which one to get the right laser. So the first thing that you need to do, on the back of each model is a model number. So right there is my model number, SCPH 30001, and you need to write yours down. You're going to need it later on in the video. So most of us that have had a PlayStation 2 have had this problem because it's a really old machine and the lasers just go bad. So we're sitting here with a beautiful machine, everything works great, but the laser's dead. So this video is for you. So let's head on over to the PC. Alright, now that we're back at the PC, open up a web browser, and I will leave a link to this website in the description below. This is a really good compatibility list. So a little guide to tell you, what laser to get. I really like this. You should probably favorite this. Give this guy credit. It just made everything easy. Like mine is 30001. So that's telling me it's a US model. That's good. Yours could be different. PS2 laser compatibility list. And this is where everything's kind of important. So we are, as you can see, there's several different kinds. 5007, 779, there's quite a few. But we have the 3000 series. It says right here, KHS 400B, but use 400C. So basically what that means is the 400C is a better quality laser than the 400B. So it's saying this is what it came with stock, but if you're going to change it, use this. But in today's market, I really don't agree with this. The 400C is way overpriced. Like, you wouldn't believe what they're charging for this thing. Way more than you could buy a unit for the price they're charging for this. But yeah, 400Bs, they're rough. They're like 16 to 20 bucks or something, and it will work in this model. So that is what I'm gonna do. And here is a comparison. Oh yeah, 15 to 20 for the 400B model. And if we go over to the other one, and this is like, when you click these links, it ends up being more money. I don't know, every time I try to get this thing, it's so expensive. But yeah, this is the C model. I used to get these for 16 bucks just a couple years ago. It's crazy how times change, huh? But yeah, so the difference is 49 to 72, and the B model 15 to 20. So you know which one I'm going to get. I'm going to go with this one because this one could mess up a couple times before, I pay what this cost. I could probably put 3 of those in for what this costs. Yeah, it's not worth it when you really think about it. So, food for thought. But this guide is amazing. If you have any of the other models, it will point you in the right direction on which one to get. And then you can actually do it in Amazon. Amazon has a lot of these. So eBay is a place to go, but Amazon gets it to you quick. So this page is great. You should definitely bookmark this page. And now that I know that I need a KHS 400B, that's the one I'm going to buy. Alright, so now we need to get some software that actually changes the firmware on the laser. It makes everything just run smoother. So let's go to this website. I'll leave a link in the description below, and you will click here. And let's close this. And here it is, LENSCHANGER. And we're just going to drag that over onto the desktop. Close all this down. And we need a USB drive to transfer this to. So, in my opinion, the smaller the drive, the more likely it's going to work in the PlayStation 2. I have a 2 gig right now that I just installed, and you look at the properties, this is a Fat 16 device. Fat 32 will work, so all you have to do is insert your drive, make sure there's nothing important on it that you want to keep, and use this program right here, GUI format. I'll leave a link for that in the description below. And you just pick your drive, make sure it's the right one because it's going to erase it, and hit start. It's that simple. So once you've done that, just right click on this folder, send to, and your USB drive. And that was pretty quick, so let's make sure that it actually went onto the USB drive. And there it is. And the file that we're really wanting to mess with is right here. Laser change install elf. So we're all set. Let's eject the drive and head back over to the bench. Alright, so I bought this at a flea market for $40. Paid too much for it, but I've been trying to get another one of these. So here it is, and the laser didn't work, so have to replace the laser. So let's open it up. Most of you watching this have probably opened these up a time or two. Not too difficult. Oh, and it's missing a foot. This side long, this side short. And there's a cable right here that's notorious for breaking, so you got to be careful when you're opening this up. So you kind of bring the back up, bring it towards you a little bit. And then kind of swing it over. Just like that, because this cable can cause problems. So now we need to change our bit. That's probably a Phillips 0. It is tiny. Yep. Ta-da! And there it is. This fella is causing all the trouble. We need to get this tray open. Easiest way is to just plug it in and unplug it when you're done. That was a lot easier. And right here we have a T3 bit, star bit, and that kind of adjusts the laser up and down. And then we have an adjustment right here that accepts a Allen bit here. So gotta have that also. So this can be adjusted, this can be adjusted. Usually you don't have to, but if you want, you can go through, click every setting, try it, and see if it's faster than the last time you tried it. So that's one way to adjust your laser. And as far as this screw goes, it's almost self-explanatory. So let's get this laser out of here. I got a 0-bit, Phillips 0. And honestly, you only really have to take this one out if you want to loosen that up. I'll take this side out just in case there's any troubles. Nice and easy anyways. Ooh. Get that pole out, put it back. As you can see, that one just fell out. Now this one still worked. It was the CD side worked. The DVD side did not work on this. So let's hope that this will fix our problem. So right here on the bottom, you can see little clips that you bring towards you. I'll just pull it out of there. And there you have it. And right here we have, let's see if I can get this in focus here. Yeah, we have a KHS400C. And it's probably one of the best lasers you can get for the PS2. But the price is stupid. You could buy probably 4 of these for the price of that. At least 3. It's stupid how much they cost. So I got the KHS400B. So let's pop that out real quick. And of course, the laser comes from Total Console. Good company. I've got lucky quite a few times with these guys. The one time that I had a problem, I sent it back, and I mean, next day they had it to me, so cannot complain about that. Alright, now on the package it says, must break anti-static soldering point, or the lens won't work. So on the bottom here, there is 2 little globs of solder. One here and one here. And you just gotta get them off however you want. Some people just use a soldering iron and it pops it off. Some people use wick and that works. So however you can get it off, get it off. Just trying to get my soldering iron at the right temperature here. While I'm waiting for that to heat up, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get this ready. You need some parts off the old laser in order for this to work. The plastic piece that I'm holding here has to be transferred over to this one. Let's get out our little screw here. Got a Phillips serial. And this is our new laser. Alright, got that switched over. Now, we got to get that little bitty screw out of the old one. Oh, probably didn't need to turn it that much. Alright, let's see if we can get it in here. And because this is a different laser, and this model doesn't look like I can come out any further with this screw. Let's go ahead and put this wire in here. Goes. So now we can just leave it right here while we solder. Alright, let's put something between the eye and, you know, the plastic here and the metal and everything so we can scratch on it. I'm going to use a little eraser that I got here. Okay, this should work. Looks like our iron's hot enough. Ooh, I gotta go right-handed. I'm left-handed, guys. I gotta go right-handed with this. Alright, I got some desoldering wick here. You know, you don't have to use it, but I'm gonna. Let's see. See if we can get done here. Okay, looks like we got one. Let's try the next batch. This little guy over here. Looks good to me, guys. Was pretty easy, huh? Turn off the soldering iron because we're done with that. Alright, now we can put this sucker in. Let's see. That's why it's easier to just take out both. Alright. Now this can cause a problem because it's a different version, you know? This isn't the same one that was in there. So I'll just put a little pressure on it. You can see that it's not in the right area right now. Just to hold it down, I'm not even tighten it because you can tell it's bottoming out right now. Let's hope that's not an issue. Tighten it all the way down and just screw it back here. It should be okay, but it does look mighty close. That's scary. Go ahead and finish tightening these up now that we got it back, because you know most of the room's in the back here. All right. So because we went from a C to a B, we're probably going to have to flash the firmware. From our consensus earlier, that screws in as far as it's going to go, so there's no adjusting there. The only adjustment we got is right here. So pull out the Allen bit, and I'm going to stick a CD in and turn this every time until I get the best, fastest response. Click it on first. Turn on the power. There it goes. And as a lot of you already know, you just pull out this white piece of plastic and put it on top of whatever CD you're putting in here. Alright, so I need to update the firmware on the laser that's installed. So I am going to use free memory card bootloader. I got this one on Amazon, super cheap. I think it was, I don't even know, I think it was 10 bucks or something. I'll put it down in the description. But you're gonna need that for this. I'm gonna shut it down. Don't know what the rules are of the Sony PlayStation. If you can plug in memory cards and stuff while it's on. I think you can, but better safe than sorry. Alright, so free McBoot. Alright, so remember that USB card that we put that software on? Go ahead and put that inside your PS2 now. I use the top port. Make sure the free memory card boot card is installed on the number 1 slot and power it on. And when it boots up, it's going to look a little different than what you're used to. And you're going to want to go down to ULaunch ELF. And this is basically a file browser. So what we're going to want to do here is we want to access our flash drive we just put in there. So let's go to File Browser and hit Circle. And let's see, which one would it be considered? I think it's mass. Is it mass or hard drive? I think it's, no, it's mass. And hit Circle. And here it is. Circle. Go into right here. LCHGINST.elf. Laser change install.elf. And if you hit R1, a menu will pop up. And you're going to want to go to copy and hit circle. And it says top left hand corner, copy to the clipboard. So now we want to back out of here. And go up to our memory card right here. Hit circle. And go over to boot. And once you're in here, hit R1 and make sure it's on paste and hit circle. Alright, so let's exit out of here. Shut down the PS2 via power button and pull out your USB drive, because the program is now on your memory card. So let's boot it back up. Once again, go to the file browser. And go to file browser, hit circle. And now, if you remember, we put it on memory card 0. Circle. Go down to boot. Circle. And look for laser change install right there. And then we would hit circle again. And the PS2 lens changer installer. And this is the only one that I know of. So brings you to this screen. And looks like you can do a few different things in here. But I'm just going to go to direct boot and hit the X button. Alright, and you just have to pick your laser. So this is the 400B, that's the one we want. This is the one that's in there currently. And here's two other ones that don't matter. But let's put that B in, and we're going to hit the X button. And then hit yes with the start button. And it's reprogramming. Do not unplug anything while that's happening. But we're all set. We now have the firmware for the KHS 400B. So let's back on out of here. So there's basically two ways to adjust the laser here. There's this screw right here. I've got that all the way in. And you got this right here. So this is all the way in. It feels a bit short, so we're going to have to compensate with this adjustment here and get this right. So what I did is I kept doing one click at a time until the DVD picked up. And then I still kept doing one at a time until the DVD didn't pick up. I counted those clicks on the before and after the read and went in the middle, if that makes any sense. And this is what happened. There it goes, you hear it. It took a while. It's slow, but it works good. It's stable. Works really well. So it took a little bit of doing, but I got it just right. So this worked really good. Yep, picked right up. I can't exactly play the music, guys, sorry, but trust me. Audio's working. So both CD and DVD are working. That's great. That's exactly what I wanted. I'm trying to think of what I paid for that. I think it was 16 or 20? 16, 19, somewhere around there. Wasn't very expensive, especially for the fix. I'll probably never even use the CD-ROM tray, but hey, I always like my stuff to work, right? Alright, now all we gotta do is put it back together. Nice. That worked out really good. It took a while. It really did. It took a long time to adjust that correctly, but totally worth it. Reads really nice now. Alright, now all we gotta do is put this thing back together. And don't forget to put this back on. Easy enough. Alright. That's the little screws, so we need the 00 Phillips head. These little guys. Let's get our top back on. Just remember, put the front up, the back up like this. Put that front in there, it should fall right into place. And it feels right. Now we can put our screws in. Just to finish it off. Expansion, baby. Bam. Back together in all her glory. I'm glad you guys came along for this journey. You made it all the way to the end. I'm proud of you. That was a long one. But if you followed step by step, you should have a PS2 working perfectly right now. So, I appreciate you coming along. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you learned something. If you did, like and subscribe. And as always, have a tech day.